all you people out there.
Hey.
Vast Difference is back.
Yeah, we are.
What do you say?
Well, we're back, baby.
All right, we're back. This podcast is a show where two brothers debate incredibly stupid things back and forth.
Stupidest.
Whether it's Naruto versus dog shit or Bill Cosby versus horseshit, the winner of this fight
the difference?
will only be crowned once we read the results of the poll that you all voted on our Instagram stories. All right,
And you better be voting.
at Vast Difference Pod on Instagram.
Get
Okay.
there.
Every single Sunday night, you can find the poll for the episode, and you can vote on it, share with your friends, tell your friends. There's not really a specific time. I can just tell you this. It's going to come out Sunday nights. Don't ever expect it during the day. I'm at work. I am your host, Austin Fay. The man to my right is the creator and second host of Vast Difference, Blake Fay.
And that is me.
And the man even further down to my right is the moderator and our best friend, Tyus Husky.
What up? We back again for another epi.
Get your
get it.
EpiPens out, everybody. We're here. We're queer. We're happy to be here. All right. This episode is a bit, it's very different, to be honest, because it's not really, like specific pop culture thing anymore. It's not a thing that everyone can, really relate to, I guess. Like, it's not something you watch. Which is usually what we do or play, This is different. We're doing getting high versus getting drunk. What do you like better?
I like both. But
Crossfaded was not the option. So get crossfaded out of here, although you can't.
But here's the thing is I feel like it is relatable because almost everybody has done at least one of the two.
Yeah.
And I would say most people have probably done both.
True, this is probably more relatable than some of the other Vast Differences we've done, actually.
Right. So it's our job to bring up points to make the listeners think about things that they didn't think about.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to doing both. Maybe you don't partake anymore, and that's cool. It's, well, it's not cool. Like, you're lame. But you don't have to currently be doing it to understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, you had a time and you remember what the feeling felt like, so
Yeah.
just take yourself back there.
Yeah, if you're, that 17, 18-year-old, you're getting hammered on the farm, you're kicking them back or whatever. That's a great time. That's fun. You and your friends are playing music and shit. And you're like, man, I never heard this in the song. And all of a sudden you start dancing in front of your friends like you never have before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we keep doing it.
Yeah.
But we haven't said who's doing what.
Yeah, that is true.
So, this week, I will be taking Getting Drunk.
That's surprising.
Right. I do both. I love both. But this is a situation where I drink more than Austin does nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't really want to fight for that, and it is what it is. But, we'll get into all that in a second.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, let me clarify. Like, the last time I've gotten drunk would be, like, about 2 years ago, probably. Like, drunk. Not, I had 3 beers, and I'm like, oh, I'm, kind of whimsical in my head. Nothing like that. I'm saying, like, blackout drunk. It's been, like, 2.5 years. So, for me, I didn't really think that I can really speak on it because... Like, yeah, I've had a lot of experience, obviously. Like, we've gotten drunk together, me and you, countless times over the past decade. Right. But I was just like, you drink more. Mm-hmm. And not to mention, you have way more outlandish stories than I do when it comes to drinking.
I was about to say, that's the reason why I was surprised that Blake chose it, because I figured you didn't like throwing up.
I'm used to it. I've never... Since the dawn of me drinking, I think, as far as like liquor, not beer, but with liquor, I've always thrown up. And it has just become a part of the process for me. Like, if I'm not throwing up, then it doesn't really feel like I got drunk enough.
No, that's stage 5.
Right.
Stage 5 of Blake's drunkenness is puking. Stage 6, you don't want to go there. That's a new monster that comes awake at night.
That's when I masturbate. It's stage 6. That's for you, Clint, because that wasn't Austin that brought it up that time.
Is California Girls playing in the background?
Like, damn it.
Not again.
Subscribe.
Yeah, no, for me, yeah, throwing up is very much a part of the process. And though I don't necessarily enjoy it, it does let me know that like I said, it's a sign of a good night for me at this point.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing it for so fucking long. I don't want to throw up on a daily basis.
No. Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing is I can't get drunk all the time. I don't want to get drunk every single day of my life. Yeah. Like I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing about getting drunk versus getting high. Is with getting drunk, there's like this danger to it.
Yeah.
There's like, at least for me, when I drink, like it brings out something to me that getting high doesn't. Getting high is like relaxing, it's chill,
yeah,
it's a good time, love it.
You become Johnny Knoxville when you drink.
That's what I'm
saying.
You're
like, oh, come on, guys, let's go do this. Oh, you're not fun, you pussy. oh, you pussy, go do this. I bet. And it's like, Blake,
I like to have a good time when I drink.
He won't bust out a dance move, but yeah, he will.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Drunk Blake's that's a different story. I will dance.
No.
And that's exactly. Thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Moderator. Actually, in fact, that's a reason why I like getting drunk versus getting high. With getting high, I'm already backwards and already chill and all that, so like it makes it even more. But when I'm drinking, that's when I'm most talkative. I have something inside me that allows me to do shit
you bloom socially.
Yeah, that I would never normally do. But it also like it makes me want to go fuck shit up, like it, and that's why I don't do it often is because of that reason.
Yeah,
and I don't live a life where I really have too many opportunities to really be doing that kind of shit.
Yeah. Now, like I won't lie and say that I've also done stupid shit while high. I mean, that's like everyone. At any point, you've done some weird shit. You're like, why the hell did I just do that?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Thankfully, most of the time it's by myself.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And when it is by yourself, you have that moment. You're like, oh, thank God nobody was here to see that shit. Oh my God.
Even if so, they're probably gonna see me talking to myself. So I'll be like, damn, that was so fucking stupid. I do it every time. Why the fuck did you do that?
They do pop up from time to time.
Oh yeah, because now, okay, I'll say this for myself. I can't speak for anyone else. This is Austin Faye and Austin Faye alone, okay? This is a double negative to both to show you the type of person I am, all right? I've passed out to both. I've passed out drinking and I've passed out smoking, the ganj, all right?
I was there for both to witness it. I can attest.
But at the same time, let me clarify the reason.
These trips to Colorado were amazing, by the way. Holy
yes,
shit.
Denver was truly a place to remember. Like, I can't wait to go back. Shout out
a
Denver.
knockout.
Keep it in the bank. I did not eat those days, okay? And so because I kept drinking and drinking and drinking, I threw up like heavily, right?
Yeah.
And then just passed the fuck out. Like standing up passed the fuck out, right? And then same with the smoking. We smoked all day long. I didn't eat nothing because when I'm in a smoke sesh, I don't like to eat. I can't stand smoking and eating at the same time. That's just not something I like to do, right? So I was waiting until because everyone was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get food. So I waited, and then we're at the top of the stairs, about to go get food, and I passed the fuck out, about to fall down a flight of stairs, and I hit the back of my head right up against the wall,
and slid down the wall so
slowly. Keep some cheese and crackers in your pocket or something.
Shout out Ritz. But thankfully, one of our good friends had he just picked up one of those plastic things at Kroger of blueberry muffins, which I don't know if anyone else knows this, but my favorite dessert on the face of the planet is a blueberry muffin. Take your cakes, take your Frosties, everything. And so when he gave those to me, I ate all of them. And he was like, okay, I wanted you to recuperate. I didn't mean for you to eat them all these. Come on, Austin, what the hell?
How many were
If you know, you know. Oh man. But yeah, those are the few times so I can say that I've done that to both. But it doesn't mean that I like either any less. I'm just like, oh no, it happened. So it's not one's better than the other with that. The reason though I'm picking getting high is because there's no bullshit with it. Like when you're doing it, you're not like, oh man, am I gonna puke? I'm like the hangover.
Right.
Am I gonna feel like pissing 50 fucking times in 10 minutes? You know, like that shit. That's honestly, that's one of my least favorite things about drinking and why I don't drink anymore is because as soon as I get 2 beers in me, I am to the toilet every 5 minutes.
Overactive bladder.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. If it's the alcohol or it's just me.
No, it's
Mine
the same
is-
for me.
yeah,
I think it's
mine is
everybody
too.
that
So
alcohol
my
does
shit
this
is
way.
working.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. Well, that does make sense now. Because then it's like it's not shitting. It's weird. When I'm drunk, I rarely shit, but pissing constantly. Let us know. Do you shit when you're drunk?
Shit. If I eat some cookout, yeah, I'm probably gonna shit that night. Probably go to bed. There's no way.
Yeah.
As soon as I lay down, it'll be time.
Oh my god! Can we talk about cookout real quick?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot.
Hey, in our lives, cookout is heavily involved in both, so I think it's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When we left for AEW and got cookout, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I shit so bad that I was starting to feel like, man, I might be getting to the point where I can't have cookout. It was so bad, bro. By the way, I was drunk that night, so yes.
I can attest because we also did because you you see us in the fucking drive-thru and shit. I felt the same way after eating that shit, man.
Man,
It was tearing me the hell out. It was delicious. It was good.
I
And
had to save half for the next day.
the what is that? I don't know what they call it, but like the drunk meal. When like you've been drunk as fuck, you're sobering up, and then you go eat the food, the meal that you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Cookout might be the best one.
The meal that you eat with your eyes closed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're just like, yeah, you know, ASMR. You're welcome.
I
Those
hate that
type
I
of
have
nights.
headphones on right now.
Yeah, that's the lotion for your ears.
Oh, yeah.
But
and
would
everything.
you say there's any like what would be your favorite thing to eat when you're hammered? You know what I'm talking about, like the come down of drinking. Everyone else is left.
Well, I can honestly say for me, I hardly ever make it to food while drinking. Like, I drink so much. Shit. I drink so much so quickly that food is usually a part of the plan, but I'm passed out
Yeah, that's true.
way before food ever is a part of it.
Beats a burger though.
Yeah, man, a burger might be it.
Yeah.
Because that's what
I
I'm thinking.
enjoy
don't care where
getting
it's from,
drunk the
bro.
night before, and then you go out for breakfast the next morning. Like, maybe you don't even have to get breakfast food. Like, Denny's, great option.
Oh.
You can get a cheeseburger if you want, but I can also get pancakes.
Yeah.
So it's great. And I enjoy that. And for me, I've never had a hangover, so the next morning's always like the great part because I miss all the party because I'm passed out by 9.
You
usually.
probably skip having a hangover because you sleep so early.
I've only had one, and that's the
Probably.
reason why I don't drink so much anymore.
Yeah. Well, how bad was yours?
It was fucking terrible. Like, first off,
Gotta have that closer.
oh yeah,
thing.
first off, like, I lost every damn thing the night before. I lost my phone and my house key and shit like that. But I couldn't sit down without having to get up and throw up. I couldn't lay down without having to get up and throw up. My fucking head was ringing all day long. I literally had to stay in the bed in a dark room
Oh.
all day long. And anytime I laid down and tried to just get some sleep, I had to throw up, bro. It was fucking terrible.
Oh, is this in
Yeah,
the,
see, if I had that experience, then I wouldn't be getting drunk probably.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I was like 16 though, so I was just like,
Was that like a college party type thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like my little celebration thing. So I
Yeah.
mean, I had a lot to drink, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't.
I
drink.
wonder if there is truth in like what you having a hangover depends on what you drink. I wonder, or maybe for your body even.
Like, oh man, I couldn't drink red Gatorades for a long time because I drank like half and then poured like because Burnett's was hot at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you what the flavor was.
Outshout burnouts. God damn.
Yeah, man. I poured half of that to fill up the other half, and I shook that shit up and I drank on that, and then I finished that before the party started because once I knew that like the time was getting closer,
Yeah.
then I just chugged that shit and then I just reloaded.
Oh,
And then I drank
man.
half of that, and then there was this girl that was real friendly who lived in shout out College Suites. But she was just like, "Come upstairs," and I swear it was a weird experience. She was just like, "You can get anything you want out of my freezer or whatever." She had like 5 bottles, so I took one, and then I just started drinking from that bottle. And then next thing you know, man, I wandered through the fucking apartment or whatever, and I ended up on the balcony, and I sat there, and it's dark, and there's like 8-10 people out there talking and shit.
Oh.
And then I just felt my stomach just, you know what I'm saying, doing,
Uh-huh.
or in your head doing the little, you know what I'm saying, the little loading computer screen thing.
Yep.
That shit going in circles.
Yeah, because you're just waiting.
Oh, man. I stood up, leaned over the balcony, and I don't remember nothing else after that.
Holy
I woke up.
shit.
I woke up and my friend had me in his car and he was like shielding me from people trying to take pictures from me, taking pictures of me while I was in the car or whatever, bro. That shit was a scary thing. So then I passed back out and then I wake up again and like the girl that I had invited there finally got there and I guess she took me to her house. I woke up and there was like 6 girls in the living room. They're like, he's awake, and the first thing I did was get up and throw up, bro.
Oh, God damn.
That was just before the morning before the hangover. So yeah, that's why I don't really drink till I throw up anymore because that shit was insane.
So you fucked 6 girls in one night?
I did not. And I know I didn't because it was a real lame experience waking up after throwing up, being in my drawers in the bathroom, you know. There was a bowl of ramen on the fucking sink or whatever, and I was like, what happened with that? They was like, you asked for some food and we gave it to you, then you said you didn't want it whenever we brought it to you. I woke up the next morning and I got into bed with who I thought was the girl that I invited to the party, but it was her big sister.
Oh, emphasis on big. You see that? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Based on you, I knew it.
You
Yeah.
know. You already know.
Shout out BBWs. But getting high
I like
is...
them, I ain't gonna lie. I was a chubby chaser.
I'm still a big fan.
But yeah, let's say about me. I'm sorry,
Say
we're
shit.
getting off tangent.
Is that a thing we should get into? Next week, fat bitches versus skinny bitches. Be there or be square. We love women. Trust me, it's all jokes. But getting high real quick, there is no hangover like people say there is, right? Because we've met a lot of people along the way where they're like, oh, there's that after effect. And it's like, there is no after effect. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean,
I will have to disagree with you on that, only because I remember vividly exactly what happened the day after I first smoked for the first time. Had a bad trip my first time. The next day comes around, I'm foggy the entire day, not really knowing, like, I just...
Left from right?
Yeah, like, I felt very complacent the entire day. And I remember going to a friend's house, playing outside, throwing a Frisbee with one of their daughters, and I slipped in gravel and ripped my pants in front of everybody. So there is something to, like, if you don't do it all the time... There is, like, it's not a hangover, like, you don't feel sick necessarily.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But there is, like, this fogginess to it.
yeah, there have been times where, like, I still, like, depending on what it is, you'll smoke and you could probably wake up the next day and feel just a little tired and sluggish and shit. I guess because you ain't get enough sleep off what you smoked or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's
that might
true.
just be me, though.
Yeah. So, not a hangover, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something.
Yeah.
Our one friend, we're not going to say anybody's names on here. It's not fair. But our one friend, he did it for the first time and slept for the entire car ride for like 6 goddamn hours, woke up to get an icy,
And
went
donut
right
holes.
back to sleep. So there's definitely something to doing it.
Yeah.
And then the next day, you being like no energy, it's something.
Uh-huh.
But when you build up a tolerance and you're doing it all the time, that shit kind of goes away. Then you kind of need it to wake up now.
Yeah.
But in like those first few times you're doing it, your body's got to like seriously get used to that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
Sorry.
your body builds up a tolerance to alcohol, because it's not like I'm drinking 4 bottles of whiskey a day or something to find out how that works.
Yes, it does. I ain't got Facebook no more, so it doesn't matter. I don't share this on there. He'll never see this. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But anyways, that man will get up and drink like a pint of Canadian whiskey or whatever. Go and get some more. Then go and get some more. And drink all day long. And me and him are probably about the same frame. I'm just a little taller. And he'll drink all day long. And he do that day in and day out. So I know, like, your body will build up a tolerance because it is nothing. It is nothing to him.
Holy
damn.
shit. Oh, man. How is he not yellow?
Yeah.
God damn. Psoriasis of the liver.
I don't know. It's crazy.
That's why.
Man, I want to say more, but damn, I ain't trying to incriminate the man.
We'll save that for after the pod.
On twitch.live.fastdifference. Actually, that would be a cool thing to have an after party.
Oh, that's where our Patreon.
Yeah.
We go on there to like everyone can hear us talk shit about the people in our lives.
Oh
And that's
my
where we'll
God.
air everything.
Yes.
You want to know who's
That's where we
diddling
retell the
kids?
stories
We'll
with
talk
the
about
names.
it.
Vast differences. Airing the grievances. Oh, man, I love this idea already, man. Remember this moment. But obviously, shifting the gears. Getting high and going to the movie theater. Okay. Is there anything better than that?
Oh, that's a good time.
That's the best way to catch a movie.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the times I've tried to do that, it be so cold in the movie theater, my shit be blown through the previews and shit like that. I'm like, damn.
Well, okay. That is a big difference.
Maybe
though.
I didn't smoke enough.
I was gonna say is because like for me, same with you. Both of you now have said like, oh, theaters are cold. Where for me, when I'm sitting in one, it's either because I'm real fat or just hot natured.
Most of the time,
But
well, you're rarely cold as it is, though.
yeah, that's
we
true.
never went like as a group to a movie theater yet. So most of the time I went, it's been on a date, so I don't really smoke that much.
Oh my
before I'm going.
God, you're right. We've never went to the movies together.
Yeah.
That's a weird thought.
Wow. All right.
That's literally the only times I go to the movie theater has been on a date.
Shang-Chi 2. We're going.
All right.
Yeah,
we're doing
we're
it.
going.
Let's take 11 shots before.
Oh no! Goddamn.
Because here's one thing
24
that's
bomb
good
bowls.
about getting drunk versus getting high. I could never drive high, but I will drive drunk to take my friends to the movie theater.
See, that's true. You kind of have to drive drunk nowadays. That's the only way to be a good driver.
Right. That's the only way that I'm not speeding, honestly.
Yeah. Shout out drunk driving. Come on, it's the best way to get around town.
Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
the only one here with a DUI.
I forgot all about that. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh
Learn from
man.
your mistakes. Don't do that shit.
I don't have a license, so when I'm driving around drunk, it doesn't really matter.
You have a license to ill.
Oh man! Shout out LL Cool J. I don't like getting drunk. I don't like. But the one thing I do like about getting drunk though is because it doesn't really happen with me with smoking, but getting drunk and listening to music. Every time I'm drunk, if I listen to a song that I've heard 1,000 times, I'll be like, "What is that? Is that a bass line in there? Is that trumpet I've never noticed before?" Like that happens to me every time I get drunk.
Yeah.
Even if you play like fucking whatever what's that song? The Floating to Your Ears. That one, right? That one. I've noticed shit every time. I don't even know if it's there. It could just be my own brain, but I know that I'm enjoying it more.
I'm like that with either or.
Yeah, same. Or sober, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Same.
Okay, so maybe this is just the Austin
But I
Faye
do
only.
feel.
But when I'm drunk,
Yeah.
music hits me in a totally different way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it brings
Dude.
out an excitement that it doesn't when I'm high.
Like I know because we've never done it, but there is no song in the world when I'm drunk that will make me dance more than the I Believe in Miracles. That song, dude, like I don't know what it is, but every time it comes on a commercial or it's on a movie or something, I can just feel it bumping inside me, like fucking like a Congo or something. And man, shout out! I don't know who plays that song, but
I
goddamn,
don't either.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I believe in
I
miracles,
was not expecting you to take
Yeah.
it there, but hell yeah.
you sexy thing. Maybe that's why.
I remember getting so drunk doing the Carlton in Mom's living room and ripping down the blinds on accident.
The blinds, the rods, everything.
I remember being at a friend's house and you playing drunken lullabies on the back porch and me slam dancing by myself
Oh, that is true.
on the back porch for
Yeah.
like the entire song.
I probably just had it on repeat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At like 4 a.m. running back and forth hitting each side of the wooden fence. And everybody screaming at me, telling me to go to sleep. Me yelling, "Shut the fuck up! I'm having a good time."
See, you see what this is? You see what I gotta deal with when this son of a bitch is drunk? Like, Blake, come in. You gotta go to bed. Ah, piss off. That's you. That's 100% you. Oh, it's the most irritating
because
thing.
I like to have a good time.
But when you're sober and you tell me earlier in the night, like, hey, if I get to a point when I'm too drunk, try to cut me back. It's there, and I'm trying to cut you back. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what are you? you pussy. What are you, my mom? You fucking jag off. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, back off. God damn.
All I asked was for you to try. I never said that it was going to work. I just needed to know that somebody tried.
And then the next morning, when I'm like, yeah, you feel better? Like, why did no one try to stop me? I'm like, oh my fucking God, you asshole.
And that's my hangover. Is regretting how I acted from the night before.
That's true. Me, every time you get hammered, the day after, me and you talk about it for at least 3 hours. For sure. You're like, did I? Yes. Yes, you did. Don't even finish
Well,
the
I
sentence.
always do at least one thing to embarrass myself. So
I mean, shit, I'll say it. The last time we went to the great Northwest, I think that's where it's at, this motherfucker tried falling asleep on someone's electrical box 3 doors down. We were like, Blake, that's not a bed.
Shout out 3 doors down.
I knew one of you. I could see it in your fucking faces. He goes and he's like, I'm just gonna go sleep. They don't give a fuck. Who cares? Who cares? And I'm like, Blake, it's an electrical box. You can't sleep on it. Get the fuck inside. And he's like, you're not my mom. And he starts walking to it. I'm like, Blake, come back here. Blake. And it's like 2 a.m., dude. Everyone's asleep, okay?
But he doesn't understand that when I'm drunk, there's nothing funnier than him getting pissed off. So I do purposely do shit like that to see you riled
Poking
up.
the barrel
Like,
on accident. On purpose, I meant.
Yeah. I know what I need to be doing, but it's too funny to see you panic.
Because my anxiety is through. I need better help in that moment because my anxiety is through the roof. Anytime he's like, we should go outside. We should totally go outside right now. I'm like, no, that's the least thing that you need to do, okay? Or last, not least, my bad. But yeah, and you do it every single time. That's why I like getting drunk with you, because every time you're like, oh, you want to smoke a cigarette? I'm like, yeah, but I know you'll stay on the patio. You're a wandering dog. I don't know where the fuck you're going.
Just don't cage me. I'm fine.
Well-
it's when people start telling me, don't do this, don't do that. Now I'm going to do those
When we
things
went
that you're
through the
telling me not to.
woods, that was
Oh, the woods. That's totally different.
that was the one thing that could tame.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I didn't want to wander anywhere
I
that
think,
night.
yeah, that's the only time
Couldn't
when
see a
you've
goddamn
been
thing.
10 out of 10 hammered, stage 6 Blake,
Yeah.
but you've held on to the back of my shirt for like 10
Almost walked
minutes.
into an electrical fence.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that is true.
And if it wasn't for, wasn't it you?
No, it was you, because I still
yeah.
was just like trying to yell at him. I was like, "Yo, don't do that! Don't do that, Blake! Blake!"
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Someone grabbed my shirt.
I didn't
from
realize you was
behind.
walking with your eyes closed, so I got close.
I-
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't do that often, but I remember I literally was like a mother cat. Like, besides my mouth, I grabbed you by the back of your neck, and I was like, Blake, come on! Like, 'cause you no joke. Like, you can ask, everyone was there, you can ask him. You were maybe, 3 inches
Oh yeah, you was mad
from
close.
getting fucked up.
That's how I know I didn't like step in front of him or nothing.
Yeah.
I would have been both our asses.
How bad do you think it affects you when you're that drunk, though? Because you don't feel a whole lot of shit when you're that drunk.
It definitely would have got you.
I was
though.
like a bottle
You
and
was
a half
walking with
deep.
your eyes closed. It would have.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I had to because I'm not looking a bull in its face. I will not. And
Yeah,
honestly, I
okay.
would have rather walked into the electrical fence
The bull.
than to ever look it in its
I
fucking
just
eyes.
walked
Yeah.
and looked forward. I was like, "Shit, if they get in front of me, then man, I just know that it's over. That's
Talk
it."
about anxiety.
Yeah, I guess to the people.
And in that case, sorry to cut you off, but in that case, I'm glad I was drunk versus being high. Being high, I would have been a wreck. I would have shut down completely.
Yeah.
It would have, my paranoia would have been through the roof. It would have been terrible. But being drunk, there was a part of me that's like anger kicks in that allows me to drive and get through that fucking
to
shit.
fight the bull.
Yeah. Not taking it that
Take
far.
the bull off.
Yeah. Man, if you ever, and I'm with you, and we would have been at that moment like, you think I could take him? You think I could take this thing? I'd be like, Blake, shut the fuck up and start moving before I punch you. That's also
I don't
another
think I
thing.
could ever be drunk enough to where I would ever say that I would fuck with any animal.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true. No.
Because
I
that
mean,
fear's there no matter what substance I'm
even
on.
when we've had dogs here when you've been drunk and they bark or whatever, you're just like, and you just look at them until they're done, and then you're like, and you start drinking, and then you know go back into the element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fears.
All right.
Not a big fan.
So let's talk about like different ways to consume each.
Okay. Fair.
All right.
All right. So with alcohol, we got, let's just classify it into types. You got beer, you got wine, you got liquor.
I don't think that's what he means.
Definitely not.
Oh, okay. What are we talking about? Okay.
I know you might probably have not had
Shots, beer bongs,
funnels.
funnels, which is, I guess, the same thing.
Shotgun beers.
Yeah, shotgun beers.
I don't know. Funnels to me felt like a different beast, but
I've never been anywhere ever when they've done one.
not really.
Yeah, I've
Mhm.
never done that either.
I've seen them at Spencer's.
Yeah,
There's usually like an ass on them or something. But
I can't. I can't physically chug. Never have been able to.
Yeah.
I can't open up my throat at all, like how people say it's supposed to be done. I don't breathe well,
I feel like
so
that's where
to
the
be able
immunity
to
comes
do
in,
that,
too.
can't really do it.
Yeah.
I can take a shot, but I have to like actually taste the entire shot. I can't just throw it back like everybody else.
I
does.
plug my nose and it's fine.
I did like at one point, and then like on my third shot, somebody replaced my shit with moonshine, and ever since then, even if I pour it, I don't know, I can't do it because that shit hurts so bad.
Moonshine's
Yeah.
the worst to take a shot to.
I couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
It's way too much.
It feels like one of those like in a cartoon.
Actually, I lied. It wasn't moonshine. It was Everclear, which is a whole lot stronger.
Yeah, that's like 10
Once
times
again,
worse.
To be fair,
I'm a
though,
teenage boy.
let me go
Yeah.
on the record. I'm not here defending alcohol. I'm here defending getting drunk. Because I hate all alcohol. I think it all tastes like shit. Like beer and wine, I can actually drink and be like, okay, this isn't like disgusting.
Yeah.
But anything straight up alcohol, we're not talking mixers, we're just talking straight liquor, is absolutely disgusting. I don't like any of it. I think it all tastes bad. It's not even the burn that I hate, because I like that. I like feeling alive. I hate the taste. It's
Feeling
all
alive.
disgusting.
Yeah, the only reason alcohol touches my tongue is to get fucked up.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it to drink it. I'm not doing it for like when people are like, oh, you want to go to a wine tasting? If you have to drink and spit it out, what's the fucking point in going?
I don't think you have to spit it out.
Yeah, you do. That's a wine tasting. You drink. They have a bucket. You drink it. You go, and you put it in a bucket
my
because you will
God.
get if you get too drunk or drunk at all, they'll kick you out because you're not supposed to get drunk at those.
Well, I'm taking the bucket home with me. I hope everybody knows that.
Ew.
If I'm spending
are they
money,
gonna
I'm
do
getting
with
drunk
it?
on something.
With other people's spit?
I don't give a fuck. It's wine.
Oh, fuck off.
Why-
Ew.
Yeah, you think I'm going to just fuck that. I
It's-
didn't know that. I thought if I'm going to a wine tasting that I get to get fucked up off of wine.
No.
I don't give a fuck about the taste of it.
It's a wine tasting.
I would be the first to
Yeah,
be
I thought
like,
you at least got the sip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You sip.
and I'd be like, okay, but what about the aftertaste? Don't you think some of this wine is based on the aftertaste, and we don't get to experience that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
if-
guess you would if you're still drinking it and you spit it out, to be fair.
I mean, I guess, but
You'd have
it's
some, like,
different that way.
residue.
What's the
It's
point
just
of
straight up
spitting it
bitter.
out, though?
So you don't get drunk, so you can drink more.
Oh.
Because, like I've said, there's billions of people, sommeliers, as you will, that literally drink alcohol because they like the taste of alcohol and they refuse to get drunk.
That's the dumbest thing I've
They
ever heard.
do non-alcoholic versions of the same shit. And it's like, but who gives a fuck? Like the people that go to bars and like, oh, I'll have no duels. If you're not getting drunk, why the fuck are you buying that?
Right.
What's the fucking point? You Christian?
He's thirsty.
Like,
There's so many other things that you can drink that actually taste good.
yeah.
So why, if you're not drinking to get drunk, I don't understand the point of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the same reason, like, don't insult me. Like, if I come to your house and you're like, oh, here's a beer.
Oh,
Fuck
let-
out of here with the one beer.
Okay. Let's
I don't
also
want
get
to
to
just
that.
have a beer. Offer me a six-pack. I want to at least feel something if I'm going to be drinking. Otherwise, don't offer it to me at all and just drink the one beer. It's not going to offend me. It offends
Yeah.
me when you think I'm okay with drinking one beer at a time.
No, you know what's even more offensive than that? Because it's happened to all three of us, okay? Is when someone invites you over to their house, okay? And then they're like, oh, yeah, drink. Drink as much as you want. Get fucked up, you know, whatever. And then you drink a lot. You get fucked up. And then you become an issue.
Oh,
When everybody there is drinking and you said for everybody to get as fucked up as possible, then when that moment comes, then it's get out of my house. What?
There are eyes
Yeah.
on you after the third time you go over there and get a drink.
Exactly.
Right.
It makes no sense. And then they're
Literally
like,
the story
but
of my
there's a
life.
social convention. No, there's fucking not.
No.
You told me, okay, when you come over, bring what you want. I'll have stuff here. You can get it as fucked up as you want. You can drink as much as you want. Do whatever.
When I came back to the apartment at 1722 from the bartender, they told me to have as much as I wanted to, and because of the fact that I kept going back, Even the bartender was looking at me like I was a menace. But you're serving these sex on the beaches in these small ass cups. You think I'm not coming back? It's like this small.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I had like 9. He's like,
anytime we've ever had it,
You had 9.
if they're that big, that's not
I
minutes.
just love how he slid it. I had 9.
it's like, man, you're throwing them back, aren't you? I mean, I was like, shit, nobody else is. They hired you for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
For
the
this
hell?
Ricky Dink ass birthday party.
Make your money.
Yeah, lazy son of a
Plus,
bitch.
don't you want to
The
make
whole
tips? You should be
Yeah.
trying to get people
You
to
get
drink.
yeah, more people they drink, the more they're probably
Yeah, he
gonna
got
give you
none
something.
from me. Too judgmental.
Exactly. See, me and
And that wouldn't
Titus
have
are the same. Fuck the dude in Lexington, okay? Because it's the same thing.
I get it though. They probably
Same
expect people to talk to them about their problems because what people do to bartenders. But I'm not that guy. So
No, I can't stand someone who is too judgmental, but they still expect that. Like they're like, "Oh, I'm doing you a favor. Don't you think you should be, trailing off? You should probably be drinking more water or whatever." It's like, I'm coming to you for the drinks.
Yeah.
I don't need anything of your mouth.
I've been able to finish my sentence thoroughly the whole time.
Exactly.
So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I don't want to go to Walmart and try to buy groceries and then the person at the at the register tell me I should be buying something else. It's like the same
Yeah.
fucking thing. Like, I'm here for a purpose. I clearly am coming here for that.
Yeah.
So let me drink.
Don't you
Yeah,
think that's too many
exactly.
bags of candy?
Oh, I'd be livid.
Especially for us, because let it be known, me and Blake drink a shit ton of pop, soda, whatever you want to call it, okay? So if that ever did happen in the grocery store, we'd be the people you do it to. Don't you think 17, 20 ounces of six-packs is a little much? No, it ain't.
Coming
No.
in with a don't you think is you're just asking for 50
Yeah.
million
Yeah.
rebuttals.
Yeah, true. Don't you think might be the most disrespectful thing in the world. Don't you think? No, we don't, okay? We thought about it, and we moved right along.
And I'll just say, any party that I've ever been to, I always go into it asking what kind of party it is, because I'm always under the assumption that we're throwing down, like
Yeah.
we're getting drunk, everyone's like crashing there, like that's what I want, right? So I always ask. So then when we show up and then you start staring at me and judging me because I'm drinking so much, it's like, bitch, you knew this going into it. I made you aware.
Yeah.
Because I always do. Because, I don't drink that often anymore. So if I have a moment where people are like, oh, we're going to actually drink, then I'm like, okay, well, I want to make sure that I can drive tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what's fun.
I've always been lucky at those times when I did drink a lot to have a driver,
Oh, yeah, the DD.
and he was
Yeah.
older than me. But
One thing before we go, because I would assume we're probably nearing the end. One thing I really don't like about alcohol is I have shown my dick to way too many people while being under the influence of that. That's probably why I don't like drinking today. Because the first time I drank,
Yeah, that's true. You have gotten naked a whole lot.
I got butt ass naked and went downstairs like, hey, I'm gonna go take a shower. By the way, there was no reason for me to go down there and tell people I was taking a shower. I was already by the shower, but I needed the acknowledgement of just so you know, if anything happens, I'll be in the shower. Not thinking at all like, hey, your balls are out, And then 2 years after that, we were all having a conversation, because I'm sure. Well, honestly, I can't say. It does seem like a white guy thing, to be honest. But most white guys, when they're drinking, are like, oh, dude, my dick's bigger. That's happened so many times with randoms or friends, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll show you my dick right now. I'll show you my fucking dick. You think I give a fuck? And then they were like, we really don't want to see your dick, Austin. I was like, and I had a cigarette in my mouth. I was like, I'll show you. Hold on. So they were like, we really don't want to. It's unnecessary. And I'm like, stop it. Come on. You asked. And so I do it or whatever. And they're like, yeah, it's that we can't see it. Your balls are covering it because that's how small I am, right? And then they're like, okay, well, now that you did, now we have to because now it's awkward. So I don't like getting drunk because I usually see a lot of cock, to be honest.
All right, well, real quick, let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be fucking known that everyone else at that party was slinging dick except for Blake Thing. It stayed inside my pants the entire fucking night. Because no matter how drunk I get, there will never come a time where that will ever outweigh my subconscious and my self-loathing of my human body.
And we was probably supposed to take it out, but I can't take it out on dicks. So what we forgot is your ways of smoking. He talked about his ways of drinking, but
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, the ways of smoking.
Should I? Oh, and we're not going strain, right? We're going like
Yeah,
certain things.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
So you got the joint, you got the blunt, okay? You got the bong, the bowl, the jeeb. All right, there ain't nothing like a jeeb, okay? Trust me.
Shout out Jeebs.
You also got waterfalls because that's the same as a jeeb, and you can also now have dabs. Okay, you got edibles. You got lotions, all right. You got pretty much everything, in a way to get it into you. And it's vapes. That's true. That's true. And also,
Drinks.
They got drinks, protein shake, fucking powder mixed with that shit in it now. Like, come on, it's taking over. We're here, baby. Alcohol's a thing of the past.
I wish. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I would say that there. I mean, I don't know. I guess like with alcohol, even like there's foods that have it in it, sauces that have it in it. Like there is different ways to consume alcohol that I really didn't bring up.
beer battered onion ring.
oh man.
I do love a beer batter.
Let's say beer battered corn dogs, pretty fucking good. I
beer
won't
battered
lie.
anything almost. It's great.
I will say this: I'm not a fan of beer cheese.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Yeah,
I do love beer
I
cheese.
can't do that.
It has to be a good one.
Yeah.
Some are not.
Mine
good
are
at
usually
all.
crusty.
Yes. No.
Yeah,
But if it's good, it's good. But if it's bad, it's bad.
yeah.
There's really no in between with beer cheese, I feel like. I would ask Tyus if he likes it, but I know going into it he does not.
I don't think I've even seen. I've probably seen it on the menu, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen beer cheese in person.
Yeah, it's usually
Or heard
with
of beer cheese actually.
when you're at a bar or something. It's like the stuff that comes with the pretzels, like
okay.
pretzel bites or stuff.
Oh, well,
like-
I've probably seen it. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
But,
Or
yeah,
nowadays they're putting it on sandwiches a whole
Yeah.
lot, but it used to be like a dip type deal.
Also, I honestly, I like the smell, and I know other people would be like, because it is smoking or whatever. Anyway, I just love the smell of it all. Like, even if it's shit stuff, bad, I'm like, yeah, but that's still better than smelling a shot of vodka, where it's pretty much like a smelling salt. Like, you put it up, you're like, oh my god, like it burns your hairs. I don't like that. So for me, I like the smell. I can't.
Well, I will also say this about alcohol. As someone who does have a Germ-X phobia, smelling any alcohol
Yeah.
immediately makes me think of Germ-X, so it immediately makes me sick to my stomach. So I will never smell anything I drink.
Yeah.
Like, I learned that very early on. Like, if you're going to drink something, don't ever smell it. Just down the hatch it goes.
Yeah.
Because, at least for me, maybe other people can do it, but once I've smelt it, I can't even. Like, I know
Once I've
I'm going to
smelt
throw
it,
it up.
I can't doubt it.
I was trying to get that out too. Oh man, goddamn! This was a good episode to be honest, because it wasn't really too much of a fight or anything.
Yeah,
I
no,
like that.
This was more of like just a conversation about both,
Yeah.
but sometimes you got to have that, you know?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Let's,
differences were in there.
Let's get those plugs in.
I will get the plugs. Hold on, edit out all this. All right. Make sure to check out Vast Difference Podcast on
Check us
YouTube,
out.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcast. All right. You can also follow at Vast Difference Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Tout, anything that's a social
out.
media. Will be on there. You can find us. You can find the clips. Make sure you like us, follow us on everything. Tell your friends, share it online. Help us out, support us. We'll support you. That's how this thing works. So
Have us
This
involved
thing
in your
grow,
life.
baby.
what
all
are the
right.
polls looking like?
Let's see where we're at.
I really hope that because I've lost the last 4.
Is Getting High wins 75% to 25%.
Holy hell! Hell yes! Thank God.
Smoke
Okay.
weed every day.
Man. All right. Well, to be fair, I haven't lost in a while, so I'll accept it.
I was saying I have not won in a very long time.
And that means that people prefer weed over alcohol, and actually, I'm okay with this loss because that's how it should be.
yeah.
Just real quick, not to get too serious, but everyone should be smoking instead of drinking, I feel like. So I'm
Legalize
actually
it,
okay
fool.
with those results. Good for you.
Legalize it, essay.
And remember,